Hello, in today's video I'll show you if the Cookido subscription is actually worth it on your ThermoMix TM7. That is a very frequently asked question on whether it's worth it because it is a subscription. You need to pay about 65 US dollars for it per year. So now first I'll explain what you can do without a subscription. So without a subscription you can use the whole first of all the whole manual cooking, so this tab where you can use all of these modes. I won't explain all of them, they've been explained in other videos. Besides the sensor, the spiralizing, slicing, grating, and peeler, because these modes require an additional accessories that you need to buy separately, which I don't have, so I couldn't explain them. But yeah, most of them are explained in other videos on our channel, although I'll explain a few of the most useful ones in a moment. Besides that, of course, you can use the scale on your device and just weigh something. You can use the tare function to tare your scale and weight further, or yeah, just however you want, you can use the scale. You can also use the timer that is available here on top. As you can see, you can set a timer, which is great. Now, you can also use 200 built-in recipes in guided cooking. For those recipes, you can click on the My Recipes button, then go to Collections and find Simple Ideas. It contains only 200 recipes, but they are great to get to know your ThermoMix a bit more. And once you learn how to use it a bit better, then you can later try doing recipes without a recipe, without Cookido. You can just try reading a cookbook recipe and try implementing it into your ThermoMix by adjusting some things so that it fits how your ThermoMix works, because non-ThermoMix recipes are a bit different, of course. They don't have the mixing speed, they don't have all of these modes and everything. So it's great to just like get started with a few recipes from the Simple Ideas, but you can also just use these recipes. Now, don't worry, you're not left out without any other recipes for your ThermoMix. It's just that you won't be able to display them on your device directly, because there's something called recipe communities. In each country, there's a recipe community for ThermoMix, and it allows you to view recipes that are user-made. I'll show you that, and then we'll move on to the modes. I'll show you a few of the modes, what you can do, and then I'll talk about the benefits of the Cookido. So there's my Cookido, but we actually want to switch to a recipe community, which is going to be a different website, and in different countries it will be a different name of the website. If I search for ThermoMix recipe community, then you can see I can find the Australian page, then there's recipecommunity.co.uk for the UK, but they may be named differently than recipe community. For example, in Poland it has this name, so you just kind of need to learn how to find the recipe for your country, so you have it in your language. English speakers have this advantage that they can use the Australian website and the UK website, and they could also use the United States website, but the recipes will be in Imperial, so they have to either convert it or just change the measurement system on their ThermoMix, so it weights things in pounds and ounces. Now, as I go to the ThermoMix recipe community Australian, you can see it has over 32,000 recipes, and I could search for something. Of course, there are some recipes of the week, stuff like that. And these, with a Cookido account, they can be imported into your ThermoMix, so you can display them on your ThermoMix. Without a Cookido subscription, you can just display them on your other device, like your phone, your computer, your tablet. Now, I would like to make these, for example. And as you can see, there's the recipe. I can find the whole recipe here. There's tips. Sometimes there are going to be tips. Yeah, some additional information, and the ingredients needed, of course. So that's how it works. I think it's quite useful. You can also create your own recipes here. Now, yeah, there are lots of recipes. So, as you can see, they are there. Now let's talk about the modes on the ThermoMix that you can use still without a subscription, because they are actually quite interesting. So if I go here, let's see the manual mode. Of course, it's the most basic one. You can use the time, the temperature, the speed. You can enable reverse blade rotation. You could use the scales, and then the pre-clean, which helps you pre-clean your device before your mixing bowl before cleaning it. And for that, you'll need about a liter of water and a drop of dish soap, unless you're using a browning pre-clean mode. In that case, you'll need 50 grams of vinegar instead of the dish soap. Now, there's also the dough mode for kneading dough, which is really useful. You just set the time here. Besides that, there's steaming mode for the aroma. There's open cooking to cook without the lid. There's egg boiler and rice cooker, which are great. The egg boiler, you just put like 2 to 6 medium eggs in the mixing bowl without a simmering basket, and then add water to like top up to 1 liter mark, and then start cooking in the selected mode. Well, rice cooker works pretty similarly. Now, let's talk about something else. As you scroll down, you have all these ingredients listed. For example, let's say, let's find something interesting like seafood. And if I click on it, I have an option to steam it. So I can click on steamed, then select what kind of ingredient it'll be. Let's do frozen prawns. Then it tells you to add water. I'll select that it's done. Then select the amount that you need, and then it'll tell you whether you should use the simmering basket or the aroma dish. And then it'll set the settings for you. And for different ingredients, it may not only have steaming, but also chopping, milling, grinding, and some other things like that. So these are the options that you get. Now I'll get out of this mode, and for as I said, for different, yeah, you can mince pork, you can steam pork, you can grind poppy seeds. You can, for example, chop or steam plums. And now let's go to the to the advantages of Cookido. So Cookido comes with a few. First of all, you get access to the search where you can search for all of the different recipes. Like for example, well, there's this pizza, right? I could then either cook it now and it will display step by step on the display what I need to do. Also, I could click on three dots and add it to my week so I can plan my week and add it to different days. So it's just a schedule of cooking basically. I could bookmark it. I could add it to some recipe lists so I can organize recipes easier. And I can also add it to my shopping list. So I could later in the Cookido app or on the Cookido website view the shopping list and buy the ingredients. So that is the first thing about your recipes. Now these recipes, not only there's lots of them, but they've all been tested by the creator, which is the manufacturer Vorwerk, and that ensures that these recipes, as long as you follow the steps, they will be successful, they'll always work. You can also find different collections that you can save. These are also fine because you can kind of like see organized recipes for a certain vibe or for a certain type of party that you want to do. Yeah, so there are lots of these. Now, what else can you do is you can use the Cookido app or Cookido website in order to like use the recipes there, to bookmark them there and stuff like that. But you can also import the recipes from recipe communities directly onto your device, so they will be displayed. I'll show you how to do it. Or create recipes. There's a video on how to create recipes, and then they will also be displayed on your screen. So that's the thing. And these are the main things that Cookido gives you, to be honest. I think they are quite worth it. In my opinion, they are, like, Cookido is worth it. I do like having lots of these like recipes that work good, and they're often quite interesting, like something I wouldn't like look for myself, but as I find it by an accident, I can start using it. By the way, the My Week that I mentioned is here. Once I plan it, I can then see what I have planned for different days, like that. So now let's get to the website to see how to import recipes from recipe community. Let's say let's choose something else. I'll search for spaghetti. And there's spaghetti and meatballs, as I can see. Some of them have pictures of cars, some of them not. You can also sort them on your recipe communities by, for example, rating. I'll sort by rating, so I pick the most rated one. And then I can see the recipe, and I can click on Add to Cookido. Then I can confirm once it goes to the Cookido website. And now you can see it imports all the settings for me. I could adjust it a little bit because they sometimes don't get in like quite exactly, but yeah, if I click on edit, then I could, for example, there's the 3 second speed 7. I could remove it and then add a cooking settings to 3 seconds, speed 7, and I'll show you now what it'll look like. I won't change the rest of these, I'll just change this one. And now in this first step, now let's go to the ThermoMix, and if I go to the recipes, create recipes, I think it should appear here, but it may not because it's an Australian website. Okay, as you can see, there it is, and I've edited a bit further, so it will have all the settings set. I mean, all the cooking settings will be set, but let me just show you what it looks like. So as you can see, it will start giving you the recipe. So yeah, it'll automatically turn on the scale. Then once I add it, it will set the correct speed, and I could start it. If I didn't set the speed as an option here, like if I didn't set it as the cooking settings and it was just plain text, then it would display as a plain text. And in that case, you could just click on that little button there. You can see there's this little button here that you can open to select manual mode, and then just go through whatever is in the description. Then you could close it and continue with the recipe. As you can see, for example, here I haven't actually edited it fully. No, I have. I just added the thing and I didn't delete the old text. So yeah, that is basically it. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.